Okay, this is a difficult video to make, and I probably need to sit down for this one. I'm going to do this all in one take, so there's going to be no edits. So I'm keeping everything in here, stutters included. So anyway, it must suck to be Sydney Sweeney right now. And before y'all jump at me in the comment sections, I'm not defending or disagreeing or agreeing with anything she says. I'm just giving you a general view of things. So what I mean by it must suck to be her right now is that being in Sydney Sweeney's situation shows you how dangerous the internet is. So she did the jeans thing. Everyone remembers that. A lot of people didn't agree with that, saying she should apologize, all this, all that, blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. And a lot of people said, well, she had the opportunity to do such during the GQ interview, right? You were given the platform, the opportunity to apologize. But I do want people to remember this. It never really goes well when a celebrity tries to apologize, because the second that Jean ad dropped, it was pretty much already set in stone that people weren't going to like her as much as they used to. That was just set in stone. It wouldn't matter if she apologized, because as we know, we've seen how cancel culture and how the internet works. You do something that a lot of people don't agree with, you're pretty much done for in a lot of people's eyes. I don't think this is going to really affect Sydney Sweeney's career in the slightest. If you ask me, I think she'll still get plenty of opportunities. She'll still be able to get plenty of money. She's Sydney Sweeney. So I don't think that's actually going to like hurt her, like financial wise and movie wise, but it's going to hurt her mentally. And that's what you're seeing now. In all these interviews for The Housemaid that she's been doing, you kind of see the sadness come over her when she talks about these things, right? And I get it. Okay, if you don't agree with the Jean ad or whatever, I understand that. But then there's a level of like, okay, we're acting like Sydney Sweeney is the Antichrist and she must be killed for what she said, when it's really not that deep. Like, truly, it's just a thing of, okay, I think their ad was rather insensitive. Why would you do that? That's it. But going out of your way to make full-on hate videos on Sydney Sweeney, go out of your way to say all these horrendous things about her, it's not necessary. Just simply stop consuming content revolving around Sydney Sweeney. It's simple as that. You don't like her because she said that? Okay, well, stop it. It's really simple as that. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on when it comes to this whole discussion. That logic applies to everything. If you simply don't like somebody, then stop paying attention to that person. It's really as simple as that, especially with celebrities. This is so easy to do. Like, just get rid of Sydney Sweeney in your searches. You can block the topic of Sydney Sweeney. You can block it. It's easy. But it's bad that she can literally go through her social media, right? And she scrolls and there's nothing but hate video, hate video, hate video after hate video. When overall what she did, you could say it's rather insensitive, but it's not like she killed somebody. It's really not all that serious. Like, compared to all the other messed up things that plenty of other celebrities have done, this is nothing. It's really not all that serious. I made a video about that a long time ago. I said, I just don't think it's that serious. If you don't agree with it, okay, that's fine. But not a reason to have a witch hunt for Sydney Sweeney, right? I just don't think it's that deep. But I know a lot of people are going to still throw shade at me and hate on me for just giving you a general view of this whole thing. But my whole point is basically, it's showing you how deadly and how nasty the internet really is. And we've gotten to the point where I don't blame, certain celebrities for being hermits, right? Kind of staying off of social media, kind of being ghost in a way. Like, you only see them when they show up and stuff. They might do a red carpet here and there. They might do press. But overall, they're not going to like share their opinions on things. They're going to answer the questions that they're asked. They're going to be as nice as possible, but they're not going to go into anything deep about politics, religion, or whatever. They're actors. They're there to make movies. They don't care about anything else. And you see why there's so many actors like that. Everybody idolizes Keanu Reeves for this reason. There's plenty of other actors too who are rather just closeted. And that's okay. But I see why they're closeted, because they want to avoid a Sydney Sweeney situation. If you stay silent, then a lot of drama doesn't come your way. To be honest, I think that is a lesson Sydney can learn. I know in her eyes, before she did the ad, she's probably like, it's not that deep. Well, the era you live in, it is that deep. So I can argue lesson learned. I'm not saying she deserves all the hate she gets, but in a way, because of how things are, you kind of need to expect that. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, subscribe to my other channel, Super Green Bay. This is my channel where I talk about more personal stuff. The other channel is where I talk about all my nerdy stuff, video games, anime, all that stuff. Anyway, peace.